I'm Dr. Peter Rosen, and my position is the Director of Clinical Research for the Providence Healthcare System in Southern California, focusing on cancer research. I was brought here recently to join the Disney program in order to integrate and provide a focus for cancer research in the San Fernando Valley. The valley, a population of over 3 million inhabitants, is really quite underserved by research facilities, and the Disney program, I believe, will be a very valuable asset to the community. We're going to be organized in a way that allows the practicing oncologists and hematologists at the various Providence hospitals in this area to have access to clinical trials for their patients with cancer that will be provided by me through the Disney, which will serve as a hub for these activities. We've recruited a very able staff of research nurses and data coordinators, and we're in the process of developing a portfolio of cutting-edge research protocols that will be available to cancer patients. I should point out that less than 3% of all patients with cancer ever participate in a clinical trial in the United States. And yet all the progress that has been made in the treatment of cancer is dependent on patients participating in clinical trials. I'm also here to debunk the myths that these patients are guinea pigs, that this is a big placebo-type exercise. Rather, this is a serious attempt to learn about new treatments that may impact on their management and the management of patients to come. A great deal of progress has been made in the last decade in unraveling the mystery of what separates cancer cells from normal cells. We're now at the point, amazingly enough, where we can sequence the entire genome of a cancer cell of an individual patient, and we'll soon be able to do that at a cost that will not be prohibitive and may allow us to take each patient and really provide what we ultimately hope to provide, and that is personalized care based on the specific genetic alterations of the patient's cancer. So this Providence Disney approach is an attempt to bring new treatment to cancer patients in the San Fernando Valley, where they previously would have to travel outside their community, lose contact with their physicians, and go to strange environments in order to get care. You may ask why I chose this particular field of endeavor. Why did I choose clinical research, and why did I choose oncology? Well, my decision to go into oncology was heavily influenced by two events while I was in medical school. The first was my father developed cancer and died from cancer while I was a medical student. And the second is I had several really highly influential mentors and teachers at that time in medical school who really influenced me to go into the field of oncology, which was a very new field at that time. I chose clinical research after recognizing that although progress was being made, the rate of progress is disappointing, and we wish it could be much quicker. And I felt that I could make a contribution by working towards hastening the development of new treatments for patients, which are desperately needed.
And the last question I have for you is, what is your approach in addressing patients who may have a desire for a second opinion?
Yes. I might also add that I do see patients for second opinion only. I'm not a doctor who is treating patients actively, but I have been in this community many years and have been involved in the training of many of the doctors who do practice in this community. And from time to time, I do take on the responsibility of seeing difficult patient management problems as for second opinions. These patients often come with voluminous records, lots of complicated stories. Each one is a chapter unto itself, and the amount of work to unravel some of these cases can be quite daunting. It's very challenging, time-consuming. At the same time, if I can be helpful, it's very rewarding.